Sandra's Hotel, Part 6 by Amah. It later turned out that I had fever. It wasn't what I was thinking, which was my fear for pregnancy. I tried to concentrate on my studies and to remain focused. It was hard initially after I cut off every form of communication with my man. My second semester exam was over and I went to my father's place to spend the holiday. As usual, it was not as a comfort zone for me. I do what I'm supposed to do and will always remain in my room because I had nothing to discuss with my stepmother. I always feel much better when my dad is around. I'm an adult, so she could not make me do what I don't want to do. I make sure I help with house chores, tidy up things, and put the house in order whenever I'm around. After a month of staying there, I told my father that I want to visit my mom and spend time with her. I went over to my mom's place. She was happy to have me around. I assisted her with her business and always stay in her stuff to help out in attending to customers. I forgot about my past relationship and I felt alive again while with my mom. My mom was still hoping that stepdad will come around someday. Even though my brother said he still spent time outside the town but returned back within the week. They said Viva even visited him in the house one day and was with my stepdad all through the weekend before leaving. My mom did not think much about that. She trusts Viva so much and knew that her dear friend can't disappoint her. I was wondering why Viva would visit my stepfather but had never for once come to visit my mom since my mom moved out of my father's house. And she even spent the weekend at my stepdad's place. I try not to put negative ideas on my head or my mom's head because at the end, Viva can never do wrong in my mom's eyes. She'd never say anything wrong with Viva. She still believed that her whole secret was revealed to my stepdad through someone else, but never from Viva. Viva will always find means to convince my mom that she was trustworthy. But deep down, I know she wasn't what she seems to be. She wasn't what she seems to be at all. My brothers comes around and we will all have a great moment before they leave. One day, my brothers visited my mom. They came with disturbing news that my mom found unbelievable. My brothers told my mom that my stepdad finally brought in another woman in the house who moved in with her luggages. Who is the woman? Did she know that my dad is still married to my mom? How would my dad bring in another woman from outside just like that? Why did she move in with her? I have many questions running through my head and I kept asking my brothers without even waiting for an answer. My brother shocked us further by saying, "It's Auntie Viva." Yes, the woman that moved into the house is Auntie Viva and she shares the same bedroom with my dad. They act like they are already married. I couldn't control my anger on hearing that. I was boiling inside. Viva did not only destroy my mom's life by betraying her to my dad, she had the guts, the audacity to start having an affair with her best friend husband and still have the guts to move in to my mom's house, her mom's matrimonial house, to her husband. What a word. At least this will open my mom's eyes to the kind of friend Viva was. I just couldn't keep calm. I got dressed and wanted to go over to my stepfather's house to give Viva a piece of my mind. She was a snake in the green grass. She was the cause of all our predicament, but kept acting nice all these years. As I tried to go, my mom stopped me from going. She asked me to calm down and not get involved until she confirmed from Viva first if she's capable of doing such. She still did not believe my brothers that Viva actually moved in with my dad. It was still unbelievable for her. She wanted to call Viva first to know if the news was true because it sounded unbelievable to her ears. She said maybe my brothers was mistaking my dad's new woman for Viva. Maybe they did not recognize the woman properly and maybe she had some resemblance with Viva and they thought it was Viva, that it can never be Viva. Viva has been her friend for years. She cannot do such a thing to her. My brothers were very certain, were very sure of what they were saying, but my mom decided to confirm from her dear best friend first before she could believe. She picked up her phone and started calling Viva. She called severally, but Viva refused to answer. She waited till evening and began calling her again, but still Viva did not answer my mom's call. My mom patiently waited till the following day and decided to go over to the house so that she can be sure. Since Viva refused to pick my mom's call, the only option was for my mom to go to the house and see things for herself. She asked me to stay back and watch her store and that she needed to handle things all by herself over at my stepdad's place. She was sure the woman in the house was never Viva and can never be Viva. I stayed back when my mom went there. When she got to the house, she was shocked to see that my brothers were actually right. They were right. Viva was the woman, the new madam of the house. My mom quickly confronted her and Viva started calling my mom names. Viva called my mom different names and told my mom she was the new madam of the house and there is nothing that she can do about it and there's nothing anyone can do about it. My mom angrily slapped her across the face and Viva slapped my mom right back and a heavy fight broke out between the two supposed best friends. My brothers rushed to them and began to separate the fight. My stepdad came in and started pushing my mom out of the house, while Viva was jubilating and laughing sarcastically while my stepdad maltreated my mom. My stepdad threatened to get my mom arrested if she ever stepped her foot into the house again. He warned her never to come back or to come close to the house that as she can see, he has another woman and she is also forgotten. He has forgotten her and everything about her. He moved on long time ago, years back, and Viva has been his eyes and ears, giving him enough reason to hate her. Viva was in his life and there's nothing my mom or anyone can do about it. Viva has been his informant, updating him back to back and giving him enough reason to kick her out long time ago, but he was holding back. Viva kept laughing at my mom as my stepdad pushed her out of the gate. My mom returned home and kept crying. She could not stop crying. She cried so much. I tried to console her. She was going through a serious emotional pain. She said all this year she has been suffering in her marriage. I never knew her best friend was the architect of it all. She didn't know Viva was behind her misfortune and sadness, yet she was pretending to care about her and kept assuring her that all her secrets were safe. I was very angry after hearing how my mom was maltreated. I really wanted to go over there and deal with Viva by myself, but my mom asked me not to go. I obeyed her, but my hope was that I would meet Viva on the road one day and give her the insult of her life for all the trouble and pain she had made my mom go through all these years. My mom trained us well. She was a good woman and has a soft heart. Her only mistake was in the beginning when she met Palo and I was conceived. But after that, my mom remained faithful and had loved my stepdad with everything in her. Viva was always asking and wanting to know everything happening in my mom's life. Since my mom doesn't keep numerous friends, she trusted Viva enough and will always pour out her heart to Viva. She will always update Viva on every new development in her life. She trusted Viva so much I never thought Viva only wanted her downfall. As I watched my mom weep bitterly for days, my heart was shattered. I wish she didn't trust Viva the way she did or take her as her best friend. It hurt so badly, but I'm glad that my mom has confirmed the truth. Seeing is believing, and she has seen and believed the sad truth. Lucia returned home from school and saw Viva in the house as the new madam. She was already told about what was going on and did not take it lightly. Lucia insulted Viva. When my stepdad came back from work, Viva told him that Lucia insulted her. My sister was very angry as she continued talking back at Viva. My stepdad slapped Lucia twice across the face for insulting his new woman. After slapping her, he warned her that next time she insults his new wife, he will throw her out of the house, like he threw us all. Viva was smiling as my dad threatened to throw Lucia out if she ever do or say or do anything bad to her. It was sad moment for my mom, who was really heartbroken, and for us because my mother has a good heart and trusts too much. While she was trying to recover from the whole shock and trauma that Viva caused, I was helping out in her store while waiting till when a new semester will start and also trying to get used to the fact that my stepdad's new wife is my mom's best friend. What a life. Watch out for Sandra's Hotel Part 7 by Amah's Heart.